Hello everybody, it's me, Chance Phillick, and today I'm going to be reviewing Season 5, Episode 4 of Red vs. Blue. I just want to say there will be spoilers, so if you're not seeing the episode, please click link in the description below. And yeah, that being said, let's get into the episode. So this episode basically starts off, and we see that Church and the Doc are basically talking, and they're just talking about kind of things that are going on, how the Reds basically have an upper hand because they have the ship, and the blue team is basically kind of falling apart, and we see that Caboose is a little bit better, but he basically is staying up and falling down, and he's basically, still kind of hurt. And then the Doc kind of reminds Church that he's neutral in this fight, so basically the Blues are kind of definitely on a lower ground than the Reds are. And then we see that the Reds basically see who is inside, and who is inside is actually Griff's sister. And Griff's sister has come to join the war, and basically she was able to put the space in hyperdrive or something like that, and was able to get to the future that way. And basically she is wanting to join the war and wanted to stay with Griff, and she basically felt alone, and that's the reason why she joined the war. And then basically Simmons and is learning all this stuff and is going to make fun of that with Griff. And we see that at the end of the episode, that was actually her that was giving the Morse code in the first couple episodes, and she was wondering why they weren't opening up. And it ends with Donut in season 4, and basically what ends up happening to him is when the space crashed, he crashed to the ground and basically is underground. And that's basically the end of the episode. And overall, I thought this episode was definitely one of the best definitely the best I've reviewed so far season 5. I thought that this episode was hilarious. It had some great parts in it. Definitely the game was some of the best parts with Church and Doc. It also actually kind of even moved the story along a little bit, and their conversation was interesting. And Sister arriving was definitely a hilarious part of this episode. She provided some great humor, and she was a great addition to that episode. And overall, I was just a huge fan of this episode. I thought that moved the episode along a lot. Donut falling down into the underground was definitely one of the funniest parts of this episode. I am extremely interested in seeing the rest of it. I like this episode a lot. It's one of the ones that I remember when I first watched it a long time ago, and it's hilarious. I thought that the episode was great. The voice acting was great. The humor was great. The story actually moved along. We actually got a new character in there. The character wasn't annoying. It was actually a funny character, and I definitely want to see more. I think that Griff sister is a great addition to the show, and basically I thought that each character really had a funny moment in this episode. Even the Blue storyline, which was interesting, had Caboose's part where he started to get up and fall down, and that was pretty funny as well. And just some great humor provided by Church and just everyone in this episode. I thought that the characters were great. I thought the writing was great in this episode, and overall I was very happy with this episode. It's also kind of short as well, and it's really great. It's not 100% perfect, but it's definitely a good episode of Red vs. Blue. I'm going to give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought this episode was great. It was a great way to get back into Red vs. Blue again. The first 3 episodes weren't that great, but episode 4 definitely, out of the whole entire 4 episodes that I've reviewed, I'd say that this one was definitely by far the best, and overall I liked it a lot. And yeah, that being said, I'll see you guys later, and yeah, okay, bye.